I just added some fabulous fragrances to my collection, and I wanted to make sure that I gave you all a nice full review on each and every one of them. I have a lot of niche fragrances here, and I actually have some designer fragrances as well. I gotta say I'm very excited for this haul because I've got some goodies for you guys. Without further ado, let's jump right into them. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous video. I've got the goodies for you right here, a bunch of really amazing niche fragrances new to my collection, and some designer fragrances that are quite new, by the way. They are new releases. Yeah, actually almost all of them new releases. But before we get started with this fabulous haul, please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, which really helps me grow this channel, which helps me in turn bring you better and bigger content. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, where I post a lot of fabulous, short, digestible content. Okay, let's jump right into our fabulous haul. I have some goodies here. I'm very excited for this first fragrance I'm going to share with you. This is a new niche fragrance house to me. This is not a new niche fragrance house, but to me it's new. It is a very like super niche fragrance house. It is an artisan niche fragrance house. This is of course from Paris, France, this fragrance house. It is Rania J. Paris Jasma Kama. You guys, I gotta tell you, the packaging, by the way, reminds me a lot of the this right here. Doesn't it remind you of, what is that? Juliet Has a Gun, right? That's the kind of packaging it is. It has a big R right here. It's kind of like a foam one, very minimalistic packaging, which I very much appreciate, which means all the dollars went into the quality of the juice inside instead of a very elaborate, fancy, you know, big bulky packaging, which I actually sometimes very much, you know, appreciate that, because as much as I love a flashy, fancy thing, it's hard to store them. I never really keep them, and then I'm feeling guilty to keep it, but I can't. You know what I mean? But I gotta tell you though, this bottle is hefty. Like, this is a solid, strong bottle. If you drop this, I am almost positive you will not break it. I tend to drop fragrances, you guys. You have no idea how much I appreciate a sturdy, good, you know, bottle like this that's substantial. This is not gonna just fall and like break. For example, you know, Raja Perfume. As much as I love those fragrances, oh my gosh, even if you tap it against something, it breaks. They're like, I don't know, seashells or paper. You know, the bottle is very, very thin, whereas this is, you know, this is, look at that. I mean, that's thick. It's very, very sturdy. Love that about it. I actually received this fragrance several weeks ago, so I have been testing it. I have to tell you guys, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I know it says Jasma Kama, and it is made, like, the main note in here is jasmine absolu, like a very concentrated like jasmine absolu with some vanilla, like a nice amount of vanilla without making it overly sweet, and some rose. I knew that already, but you guys, this is not your, you know, light, fresh summertime jasmine fragrance. Although you can wear it in the summer, I would suggest evenings. This is your sexy, right here. I kid you not, you guys, I can smell it right here. This is potent. I'm actually going to go ahead and spray this on myself. I'm going to go ahead and make this my scent of the day. Let me go ahead and, oh, only a little bit. I can smell it over here, you guys. what I was trying to tell you earlier is that this is not only the most gorgeous, sexy, fashionable smelling jasmine fragrance, but it is a super potent, in a good way, strong jasmine fragrance that's more evening and cold weather appropriate. Honestly, you can wear this warm weather, you can wear this throughout the year, I would say, but it is so strong. I don't know if you guys watch, did I post this on Instagram yet? I'm not sure. So I filmed the unboxing when I first got this, right? And I kid you not, it was in this big box with, like, you know, packing material in it. The moment I opened the box, even through the packing material, through its outer box, through its box like that I just took it out of, and through this foam, through all that, I could smell it, you guys. That is, ooh, that is how, like, strong this fragrance is. It will cut right through the cold weather and it will project in cold weather. No worries. This is a good, sexy, super sexy jasmine. I mean, did I say that enough times? I hope I did. This is a sexy jasmine. This is the kind of jasmine that's gonna have, you know, people behind you, following you around. This is just so fashionable. Do you know it, you guys? You know Hypnotic Poison, right, by Dior? It's not like that, but the feeling I get when I wear that Hypnotic Poison with that super strong, like, you know, like sexy, and like that, you know, that bewitching quality that Hypnotic Poison has, this has. They're not the same, they don't smell the same or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying, but it makes me feel the same way like the Hypnotic Poison makes me feel. Like, you know how it's fashionable, sexy, and, you know, like just like that, like really baddie kind of, you know, fragrance that it is. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this, only 10 times more, I would say. I'm just trying to convey just how sexy this fragrance is to you guys. I wouldn't call it animalic, but it's like very sophisticated. It's not indolic. Did I say that already? I don't find it to be indolic. It's a very pure kind of jasmine. It's a little bit fresh, but not fresh like your summertime jasmine. It's very sophisticated. It's fashionable. It's dripping sexy. It's the kind of fragrance that men are gonna be like mesmerized by. So my husband smelled it and he was like, it is, the first words that came out of his mouth were, it's potent and it's super sexy and it's very alluring. It's almost kind of, I don't want to put it in that way, but like it's almost like a sexual fragrance. Honestly, it's got like a, if this were a person, it has sex appeal. Okay, let me put it that way. Honestly, this is a stunner, you guys. That vanilla in there with that jasmine, absolute, and rose, just absolutely. I don't think I'm doing justice to this fragrance. Honestly, I got it a couple of weeks ago, but I've been waiting for this like perfect sexy occasion to wear it out. I need to just wear it because I want to see what kind of compliments I get. I mean, I got compliments from my husband already and I've already worn it in the house because I'm just waiting for this perfect date night or perfect sexy occasion to wear it, which I tend to do with fragrances, you guys. No, I'm just gonna wear it, and I will tell you, I know I'm going to get asked like a million times. It is sexy fragrance. This is Rania J Jasma Kama. I have actually, you guys, good news. I actually, with this fragrance house, I was lucky enough to be one of the few that got a discount code for you guys for this fragrance. If you want to get it, they have some amazing fragrances on their website, and I cannot wait to get my hands on more of them, you guys. This one just sounded, you know how I love jasmine fragrances, especially when I read the notes and the description and everything. I knew it was going to be one of those like, you know, like very sexy jasmines, and I was right. I chose it blindly, but it worked and I was spot on. So yeah, I do have a discount code down in the description box for you guys. I have it listed down there, all these perfumes I'm talking about in this video, in the description box. Go check it out. You can get a nice amount of money off of it. This fragrance house is not available on like your regular places you get perfumes from, you guys. No, it's not available. Okay, so I'm sorry I raved about that one too long, because that was the one I was most excited for. But you guys, I have some new stuff here. Right here is one I haven't even smelled yet. I'm gonna be unboxing this in front of you guys because I literally just got this. This is the new Lovely Belle Extrait, you guys. So it is the Extrait de Parfum, the Extrait, the most potent version of Lovely Belle that Lancôme released. So I was super intrigued by this right here, you guys. The bottle even looks kind of crazy, different. It is, look at that bottle. It's actually kind of like, what do you call this, mirror finish kind of bottle. Really love the bottle. It's different from any of the other Lovely Belles I have, and I'm gonna bet that I'm gonna love this the most out of all the Lovely Belles I have, like the original and the flankers. I have so many flankers, and you know, Lovely Belle gets so much like hate, I guess. I don't even want to call it hate. Hate is too strong of a word. It gets a lot of like negativeness from people because it is so popular. It was so popular that it became too worn. You know, too many people's signature scent was Lovely Belle, and it remains popular to this date, but gets a lot of hate now because it's too popular, right? And you know, now people are kind of on a bandwagon to hate on it. But I still kind of love the original Lovely Belle. Okay, I am making Rania J's my scent of the day, so I don't want to spray this on my body, so I'll just spray it on this box. Actually, let me try it on the box. So, ooh, this is, I was right. This is my favorite Lovely Belle. We have a winner. This is definitely an Extrait de Parfum because I can tell. It is strong, it's potent, it is going to last forever. By the way, did I mention Rania J when I said last forever? Last for a long time. Projects, like I said, like crazy. Lasts for a long time. Super alluring, sexy sillage. Now this, I feel like it would be an 8-hour fragrance. I can already tell. This has some amazing notes that are added on to the original notes, original Lovely Belle notes. There's a lot of amber in this one, and I'll get to what else makes it really kind of deep, but it's an ambery fragrance, but I swear I can smell caramel, okay? I don't know if it's revealed in the fragrance composition at all, but I can smell something really sweet, like a very big dose of vanilla, which amber has vanilla in amber. It's maybe from the very large amount of amber that's in here, or it comes from caramel. I'm not really sure if it's revealed or, you know, if it's been released, but I can swear almost that this has caramel. Now the original Lovely has praline, as you know, and vanilla and all that stuff, orange blossom, yada yada. And this one I don't smell orange blossom, but I am smelling a very sexy lipstick kind of vibe from this, with that caramel sort of sweetness that I'm smelling, and the amberiness, the very deep vanilla amber. But I'm getting a little bit of a lipstick vibe, you guys, because this has iris pallida. It's like this type of iris. It's the same note. What's that perfume? The new, is it My Way Parfum? I can't remember. The one that smells like lipstick, right? That's the note that was in it. That same lipstick vibe that you get from that is in here because of that note, you guys, okay? This also has a very feminine, sexy rose note. I think it's damask rose. It's a little bit fruity. Not sure what kind of fruit note is in here. And I believe there's a little bit of a smokiness, but a sweet incense vibe from frankincense, I think, in here. The thing that makes it deep and kind of, you know, like sultry is the oud note, but the oud in here is so smoothly blended. It's almost hard to say there's oud in it, but you can smell the strength of the oud, the sultriness of the oud, but it's very like well blended with that amber and the, you know, the iris note and the rose and everything. Very sexy, very sexy. I would give it 9 out of 10, okay? Now Rania J is 10 out of 10 for me. Very happy with that purchase. Okay, so then I have Dolce & Gabbana Devotion. This is a new release from Dolce & Gabbana. So is the La Vie Belle L'Extrait. But this one is also very, very new. I actually hauled this during my Sephora holiday savings event, and it's in that video, but I did them at the very end of the video, so I wasn't sure if you guys saw it, and I did tell you that in that video I will go into more detail in my perfume haul video. So this is Dolce & Gabbana Devotion. This is definitely a spring-summertime fragrance. I would say it's not strong like Rania J or the La Vie Belle L'Extrait. This one is a spring-summer fragrance. It's an orange blossomy, beautiful fragrance. Ooh, this is very orange blossomy, you guys. As you can smell that orange blossom with a lot of vanilla. So it's a very kind of sweet orange blossom fragrance. It has a little bit of almost like a Love Don't Be Shy by KILIAN vibe to it. But it is a little bit more, I would say, citrusy, like a little tad more citrusy vibe. You know, orange blossom is a citrus floral, which goes really well with citrus notes. Actually, yeah, guys, come to think of it, the sweetness, the citrus that's in here is not just any citrus. There's a sweetness to this citrus. It's actually really lovely. And guess what? It's candied lemon. I think it's a candied lemon or candied something citrus. So it's a candied citrus note. So it's very sweet. It gives you this sort of like, which is what I think adds to that Love Don't Be Shy vibe, because in Love Don't Be Shy, as you know, it's an orange blossom honeysuckle kind of fragrance with a little marshmallow, so that, and there's a little sugar. So you know what I'm saying? So that candied lemon, I think, is perfect in that opening, adds to that orange blossom so well, complements it, instead of like it being super citrusy and cutting through. Like if it was like a plain bergamot kind of citrus, it wouldn't have been this lovely. The fact that it's a candied lemon, so that sweet, beautiful, delicious gourmand kind of vibe that comes towards the like, so in the opening you can smell the candied lemon, and then you smell the orange blossom, but then you smell this sort of delicious, almost like gourmand vibe, and it comes from panna cotta, you guys. It is this like milky, custardy type of dessert. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love it, love it. It's gonna be my spring, summertime favorite. It's not a super potent, strong fragrance, so I would say it's definitely a spring, summer fragrance. Like I like to wear my Love Don't Be Shy, for example, in spring the most. That's the time when I pull that fragrance out the most. Same with that one. Speaking of like marshmallowy, sort of soft gourmand fragrances, here's another one that I got. This is KILIAN Princess. So they got rid of the, no, they didn't get rid of the long name. I don't need a prince by my side to be a princess, right? That's the long name. So I have the old packaging, you guys. I didn't bring that one down. It's still upstairs. You know what? Let me go grab it so you can see. Okay, yeah. So I have the old version. This is what the old bottle looked like. So I have this fragrance, and guess what? It broke. So my atomizer broke off, and it's in here in the cap, and sometimes I can pull it out, but it doesn't, you know, come out. So I feel like it doesn't smell the same anymore. But anyway, I have the old version. I just can't get to the juice. It's so annoying. So I got this new version, like the new bottle. This is now more like the, I don't have the other one, you know, like more like the exclusive line now, the same type of rectangular bottles, which I much prefer to this clunky thing right here. So anyway, I was going to say that I feel like this smells better than the original. I'm not really sure if it's the exact same juice. It may be because my atomizer broke and now I can't remember what it smelled like originally. But I swear the original, you know, this is, by the way, did I tell you? This one is mainly like a marshmallow, white floral kind of fragrance with vanilla, loads of vanilla. So this has like jasmine and hedion, I think. So it's got loads of like marshmallow in it, and it's just super beautiful and fluffy and sweet, you know, like very, very girly, very feminine, very kind of sexy in a very sweet kind of feminine way. And there is a green note in here. I think it's not petitgrain, I think it's green tea that's in here. Green tea leaves is the green note that's in here. Now I feel like in the, I'm sure they're gonna say this is the same juice. It could be, but I feel like I smelled the green tea leaves note more in this than I'm smelling it here, which I like better. I didn't quite love, because I was smelling the marshmallow and the vanilla and the, you know, the white florals and the beautiful juicy ginger, you know, like in the original too. But that green tea note, green tea leaves note was a little bit too strong, like a tad too strong. Whereas I feel like this took that out, and now this is the perfect amount of slight hint of green tea leaves that adds that perfect sort of edge, you know. Oh, I love like the big bucket of vanilla in here with the marshmallows, with the beautiful white florals and the juicy ginger, that zing, you know, from ginger. Oh, love this fragrance, you guys. By the way, I wore it to a work function and I got a ton of compliments. Men love this fragrance. This is like a moth to a flame. Like every man who smells this loves this fragrance. This, I mean, and they also love Don't Be Shy. So they're kind of like along the same lines. They're not the same fragrance, but along the same lines. You know what I mean? So this is a great addition. I am not gonna give up on this guy. I'm going to yank this out, put it back, and try to repair it and get to the juice. If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna do it. But you know, I just wanted to have this now so it's so slick and nice that you can put in a purse and take everywhere with you. Then I have right here another amazing niche fragrance. This is by Gritty Parfum. You guys know I love my Gritty Gossip Night, which is a huge compliment getter, and it's a forever lasting fragrance. Okay, finally got it off. This is by Gritty. Can you guess what this is by the color? It's Because I'm Free by Gritty. I love their bottles, you guys. I love how they are like these, you know, bottles that are like this, but actually the gold placket here, the plaque with the name on it is on the side, kind of, you know, supposed to be what would be the side. I just love that about this. So I have tried this a few times now since it arrived, but I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it again. I think ooh, I can smell it right out of the atomizer, but I'm going to go ahead and spray it because of you guys. So let me go ahead and spray this on this card. Oh guys, I am so happy with this entire haul. These are all super sexy, super alluring, super feminine, super just grab attention kind of fragrances, you know, which is kind of like what you're looking for. You know, you want to smell attractive, you want to smell beautiful, you know, you want to smell, you know, alluring, right? That's why you wear fragrances. You want to smell good. Now, there are fragrances that, oh, this is awesome. I just love it. Anyway, as I was saying, there are some fragrances that you buy it and you spray it on and you're like, this is not attractive. If anything, this makes me feel less attractive. See, that's not what you want from a fragrance. Now, what I'm super happy with, you know, this particular fragrance haul of mine, like sometimes I like a fragrance because it smells interesting, but doesn't necessarily make me smell attractive. Whereas all the ones that I just shared with you, they are all very attractive fragrances. I'm gonna make you feel and smell attractive. Ooh, this is another super gorgeous, feminine, sexy one, and I already know this is going to be a huge compliment. I think all the ones that I talked to you about so far, but I mean, I already know this is a compliment getter because I wore it out. I haven't the other ones yet, so I know that they're all good. I know Rania J is going to have people chasing me down. I know that even that La Vie Belle, the L'Astrait, that's going to be actually a pretty sexy one that people like too. And of course Princess already. And this, you guys, I already know, like the Gritty fragrances that I have, I only have 2 so far, and they're both huge compliment getters, so I am willing to bet that this will be 2. This is such a beautifully different fragrance, you guys. This has like, I think, candied fruit in it with all these beautiful like sexy white florals like tuberose, jasmine, you know. But there's like something different in here. There's a little tiny hint of green in here. I think it's petitgrain. So like, you know how Princess has that tiny hint of like, you know, green note, but it's a slight hint that really enhances that gourmand like smell of it. It's the same token. This one has all this sort of almost candied kind of fruits and candied kind of sweet vibes. There's a gourmand note in the base, I'll tell you here in a minute. On top of it all, there's a slight hint of green that really perfectly complements it and balances it out. And I think it has like banana flower, you guys, which is a very, I know what it smells like because I grew up on a tropical island and I know what that smells like, and I can see how that would be amazing in this, that would enhance that sort of the green note in here too. You guys, the gourmand note in here is caramel, of course, with a bucket of vanilla and there's a load of amber too, so it's absolutely delicious. Okay, this is definitely going to be a huge, alluring, sexy compliment getter, no doubt about it. It seems like this is gonna last a nice long while too and project really well as well. Ooh, I love this fragrance, you guys. This is a treat. I wore it only around the house, like, because I just received it literally like a couple of days ago. Wore it around my husband and he loves it. It's just like, this is gonna sound like a broken record. Honestly, he is a very picky person, and you're not gonna believe it if you're watching my videos for the first time today. You will not know this. You guys know, if you are one of my OG, my regular subscribers, you know that my husband is very picky. He doesn't just like anything, you know, like he is very picky about what he likes, and every fragrance in this haul he loves. You know, especially actually in particular the Rania J, this one, Princess, loves, and Devotion, you know, they're all ones that he absolutely loves. This is stunning. You guys go grab it. You can only get this, I haven't seen Gritti anywhere else but on Lucky Scent, and that's what I have a discount code for you guys. You guys, I now have a discount code with Lucky Scent, so it's down in the description box, so you can actually get a discount on this fragrance. Then I have this right here. Yeah, I think I'll talk about it. This is Love Shack Fancy Moon Dance. You guys know that this came with these two, right? I've already hauled these two in 2 previous hauls. So this is the Boheme and this one is Forever in Love. They're both absolutely gorgeous. This one is more of a berry kind of smelling, sexy, very feminine, which by the way, my husband loves all 3 of them. Again, very feminine, super attractive. This one I think is like a gardenia type one, which is also very feminine and amazing. If you want to see the full reviews, check out my other haul videos where I hauled these two. Now this one is the last and third and final one I added to my collection from the Sephora VIB sale. So yeah, this, you guys, I love. Obviously the bottles are to die for. These are super feminine and you can display them on your vanity or your perfume display. I really love them. I mean, after you are done using them, you can pull this off and you can use it even like a vase because this is porcelain. Anyway, so let me actually spray this on the box because I've worn this now already. Oh, this is gorgeous. You guys, this smells to me very close to Christian Louboutin's Loubidou. If you guys are familiar with that fragrance, it's like that very sophisticated, fancy, fabulous line, you know, the Loubi World collection from Christian Louboutin. Loubidou fragrance. That one is a rose and strawberry fragrance, you know. Now this obviously has loads of rose, a very sexy rose note, you guys, and I feel like even though it may not be revealed in the fragrance composition, I think, you know, it says right here, it's velvet rose. Like it really is a velvety rose, okay? You can, you know, like the red roses that have velvety petals, you can, I feel like that's what this is. And it says that it has dreamwood and magnolia, which I smell very much the magnolia too, but it's very rose dominant. But you guys, I have a feeling that they haven't revealed in the composition, but there is a strawberry note in here because that Loubidou with the strawberry and rose, that's kind of what I smell. This is absolutely divine and attractive. There again, it will make you smell attractive, feminine, and sexy in a very kind of girly, fun kind of way. Absolutely love it. Oh, by the way, I'm not probably gonna review this because I already hold a full-size bottle of this in one of my haul videos, so I'm not going to really haul this per se, but I did buy a gift set version of the Burberry Goddess, the 1 ounce, and the travel atomizer, travel spray. It's essentially a vanilla dominant fragrance with a hint of lavender, you guys. Very beautiful, very like sexy and alluring. I got a Chanel Coco Noir because there again, this is another one of those replenish kind of items. I actually already have this fragrance, but I lost the cap to it and it changed the smell of the fragrance. I feel like it didn't go bad, but I don't know if it smells good anymore. So I bought a new bottle from the Sephora VIB sale. This is that sexy, it's a sophisticated sexy, you guys. Like, how do I put it? Like, you know, the Chanel DNA with that sophisticated, almost slightly like sophisticated vintage vibes, but with a modern twist. With this one anyway, yeah, this has that sort of like really sophisticated Chanel DNA, but like a very nighttime dark alluring version with a little patchouli, you know. The patchouli in here really shines through. And please, if you guys, I know some of you aren't a fan of patchouli, but the patchouli in here is very well done. It's very sophisticated. It really gives the fragrance that sophisticated edge. I mean, have I said that enough? This is a bit spicy, but it's very like, there's that, you know, the typical Chanel citrusy opening, right, with very sexy like rose, geranium, jasmine sort of floral notes. Maybe there's one fruity note or so. But you guys, the base is very much like benzoin, vanilla, tonka bean, kind of like deep vanilla base. Very vanilla-y, but with that very sensual sandalwood. But that patchouli, you guys, that patchouli adds that sort of like sophisticated earthiness to this fragrance. And because of the large amount of vanilla in the base, like the tonka bean, the benzoin, the vanilla, they all smell like vanilla, right? Benzoin is a resin note that has kind of vanilla scent. Tonka bean smells like a deep version of vanilla, and then there's vanilla. So patchouli enhances any gourmand notes, I feel like, in any fragrance. So which is what it has done here, and it has given that Chanel DNA, you know. It's absolutely fantastic. It's very much a nighttime kind of like sophisticated fragrance. Like, it would be the perfect one to wear to like a nighttime work function, but it is also one that you can wear even during the day if you want. It's a very like a little bit darker, more elevated kind of sophisticated Chanel fragrance. Love it. Then you guys, I got this one. This is a Middle East exclusive from KILIAN, but I got it here in the US through a website. I'll list it down in the description box where you can get this. You can, yeah, get a hold of it here in the US. It's 100% authentic. KILIAN Pearl Oud is the name of the fragrance. So I wanted to try it because I love KILIAN Rose Oud so much. I just wanted to try the Pearl Oud, but these are very different. This is nothing like Rose Oud, okay? KILIAN Rose Oud is just on a different level. But I just wanted to try another oudy fragrance from KILIAN. So this one is more of a, not, I wouldn't say typical, more close to like a Middle Eastern oud fragrance you've smelled before, but obviously with that very KILIAN modern touch, if that makes sense. So let me go ahead and spray this. This does smell quite nicely oud, very like Middle Eastern kind of vibe. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. It has a bit of a kick in the opening because there's a little hint of black pepper, but this has like several notes of rose. I think it's Bulgarian, or is it Turkish rose? I'm not sure. And another rose note, and there's ylang ylang, some sort of powderiness from iris. You guys, this is definitely a oud fragrance, but I can smell a leather note. There's a sophisticated leather note in here somewhere. I smell the animalicness from not just leather, but the other animalic notes in here. That luxurious leather note I can smell mixed with the oud. You can tell that this has oud. It has that very dark oud, Middle Eastern oud vibe, but not like your barnyard oud or anything like that. But you know, but it is a more close to Middle Eastern type of oud fragrances, whereas Kilian Rose Oud is very different kind of oud fragrance. You know what I mean? Very, very modern and different. Anyway, this is modern too. Kilian, of course, makes everything smell contemporary and modern, but this is more of a, you can tell that this has a bit of like Oriental, Middle Eastern vibes. So yeah, Pearl Oud, you guys, with the rose and the other florals, with the beautiful deep oud and the animalicness, the leather with the luxurious touch. It's a stronger fragrance. I would only recommend wearing it in cold weather and at nighttime. So yeah, is it something that I find super sexy? I wouldn't say so. It's not like the most sexy fragrance, but it's a very dark and kind of mysterious fragrance, you know? So there is an allure to it, but it wouldn't be something I don't think a man is gonna like find like almost like sexual or attractive in that kind of way. Do you know what I'm saying? But it has a very dark, mysterious allure to it, you know, kind of like voodoo, black magic woman kind of allure. Okay, you guys, that is it. That is my fabulous, massive fragrance haul with all these beautiful niche and designer fragrances that I think are amazing additions. Each and every fragrance in this video I'm in love with. So I hope you guys loved this fragrance haul. What do you think about these fragrances? Do any of you have any of these fragrances? I mean, Rania J is a very kind of niche house. How many of you have Rania J fragrances yet? Like, do you have it? Let me know down in the comments section if you have Rania J, if you enjoy the fragrances from the house. Let me know down in the comments section. And what do you think about all these sexy, super sultry, alluring, feminine fragrances? Let me know down in the comment section. I really want to hear from you guys. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure to do so. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And of course, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I will see you guys in my next video.